Welcome to Business Unveiled Podcast. This is the place where we help overwhelmed, time-starved entrepreneurs like you make the profitable shifts to get more done and get more out of life. I'm your host, Angela Proffitt, award-winning 8-figure entrepreneur and CEO. And in every episode of Business Unveiled, I'm bringing you conversations that will give you the expertise and strategies that will scale your team and business so you can get shit done. That's GSD in our world. So get your time back and grow a business that helps you be present in your life. Let's do this, y'all.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Actually, good afternoon.
Is it?
It's exactly 12 o'clock.
It's 11:59. It's still good morning.
Dang.
Still good morning. Still good morning.
I'm a slow start in the morning.
A little bit. It's okay.
I'm a very slow starter in the morning, but you get me late at night, the life of the party.
And I'm the opposite.
You slept? No, you did.
I
good today.
did. I think I was just so tired, but let's also consider that it is technically an hour later.
We're in Eastern.
Yeah, so it was really 8 a.m.
Yeah, it was.
But you were already awake.
I was awake for 2 hours.
What's up with that?
Well, today's my best friend's birthday.
Aw.
Monica.
Happy birthday.
So I wanted to send her some things this morning. First off, I like to be the first. And then, I was just in India, and so a lot of people that are like messaging and sending DMs and messaging, they're 10 and a half hours ahead of me. And so it gives me an opportunity to message with people while they're still awake. Like if I get up. Mm-hmm. But I was okay. Like I didn't want to go back to sleep. And then I just
wanted to look at the pretty water.
Mm-hmm. And then I was like, I'm not getting out of this bed. I set little.
Oh my God, there goes the thing.
Goals for myself.
God.
What is it?
It's the freaking lizard.
I know.
Why is his tail so curly?
I don't know. Is that normal? Do you want to be in our podcast later?
It's a podcast. What's the podcast?
It's called Business Unveiled. And you get to pick a card from How Dare You.
You can answer a question with us?
Yeah. It's called Fresh Content. Okay.
Yay.
So we'll do it in a little bit.
No problem.
Okay.
Let me know.
Awesome.
Wait, what's your name again?
Andre.
Andre.
Yours is Amanda?
Mine's Amanda. She's
And Angela. So we're the A-team!
Yeah.
Yes!
Yay.
Andre, Amanda, Angela.
Okay. Awesome.
Oh, and awesome. All A's.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so he's going to be in our podcast.
Oh, we have to cheers again because Angela spilled her drink.
Oh my God, I am so clumsy.
I love you. I do. It's so much part of her
so
charm.
Bad.
But she is over here organizing stuff and she goes, oh shit. And it's all over the ground over there.
Everywhere.
So, cheers.
Everywhere. Cheers. Yeah, and I spill things almost daily.
It's very good.
Like the last bad spill, this was a bad spill. It would have been an expensive spill too.
Have you talked about your India airport experience yet?
No. Well, I did on the airplane. I just haven't released the footage because I'm hysterical.
Stay tuned.
I fell, y'all. I'm sure to an outsider it looked like I was dead because people ran over to me like it was a big deal. I'm sure it looked horrific. I wish I could get my hands on the security footage and put it in slow-mo.
One time I fell. I slipped on oil in Home Depot, and they had me fill out a liability form, and then they asked me if I wanted to see the security footage. And I just know in their break room for probably the next month, they were probably watching it laughing. And I was like, no, I don't want to see that. Thank you.
It was 1 a.m, Delhi time on, what is today?
Today's
27, 26, it was the 24th. So if you could look on the 24th around between 1 and 2 a.m. Delhi time, and I was held at security. They confiscated my drone, which again is a whole different story. But I was just upset and I almost missed my flight and I had 30 minutes to get to the gate and I hauled off running. And so it was between here's security and then a long hallway, and then I went to turn, and when I went to turn, my foot came out of my shoe because it's a slide tennis shoe, which is not.
Yeah.
You should not run ever
Those are
with
comfort
those shoes. I
not
love them.
running.
And they're good to walk on our like treadmill vest, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, and I'm not a runner, so why the fuck do I need running shoes? But
Why would you be running in the first place?
Exactly. But I thought I was going to miss my flight because I have missed flights before because they are serious about shutting the door 20 minutes early. And then the moment I step on the plane and the flight attendant announces that we're waiting on 7 people who are running from a connection flight, and they're actually waiting for them because it's an international flight. It's 17 hours, and I bursted out crying. Anyway.
Understandable.
Next.
Okay.
So,
what are we going to talk about?
Well, first, this is just our day. So we wake up, and Friday we were supposed to swim with the pigs and like do things with like crocodiles and like.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bummed about it.
Yeah, so the weather, it's canceled, and
because of rough waters.
Yeah, but the whole reason we came here
Was to swim with the pigs.
that was it. That's it. Which now just means we have to come back because they also have flamingos, but the flamingos don't come out till Monday.
Sunday, yeah.
And anyway, we missed that. So we're just GSDing through these podcasts because we have a lot to share. And so this morning that happened. And then last night, I'm like, we're scouting around areas, we're walking around. We go upstairs. I'm like, there's this picture that I saw on their Instagram. And I get this vision in my head.
Angela's really good at seeing pictures on Instagram and thinking that they're real.
Like, real.
Like when we went to Indiana, she thought that strawberry fields just looked like fields of literal strawberries. Like she didn't realize that they're connected to a vine.
Yeah. And it's like
she thought
green.
that they were like just laying in the field already picked. Like this strawberry.
Like their Instagram picture.
Like this strawberry just like laying all over the field. She was so disappointed. So anyway, she saw this on Instagram.
So I'm like, there's this picture that I saw on Instagram, and I want to do TikToks there, I want to do podcasts there. So we found it last night. It wasn't hard. And then this morning we go up there. Mind you, this is a community.
And we talked to the concierge about it.
Oh yeah, because we effing plan ahead. I'm like, is there a food and beverage minimum? Do we need to rent a cabana? Like, do we need to rent a chair? Like, I like to have my position. Especially if we're gonna like work and like do podcasts and shit, right? And environment is everything to me. Now I can turn my frown upside down in an ugly environment, but we made the choice. We have choices of where we're gonna travel and where we're gonna work, which is lovely. And
I think that this is a good environment though.
it is, but until this morning, we go upstairs where we think we're gonna go, and there's people up there, of course. And there were 2 chairs on the end. Now, there's only 8 chairs up there. We put our stuff down. There's no towels. I don't know. It was earlier.
The chairs looked open.
Yeah, open. And we put our stuff down, and this man, who was the dad of the group, take it away, Amanda, because I'm not going to be nice.
Yeah, Angela kind of flipped out at one of the pool people.
I'm gonna
He
cuss.
had no idea what was going on. And he's just kind of like, okay. But he like, they looked, at first they were quiet. Like we were setting our stuff down. You know, like when you approach like a pool chair and there's nothing on it, that's kind of an indicator that, hey, I can sit there.
It's open.
And so like we go to put our stuff down and we're talking amongst ourselves like, and they look at us and they're just staring at us and we're just like, and then they're like, those are taken.
Yep. And I say,
and you said, oh, did you reserve this area? And they're like, no, those are just for our kids.
We have a family of 8. Not my fucking problem.
And their kids are like 20-something years old.
Yeah,
they're sitting in the
our
pool. And we're like, oh. And then Angela asked again, she's like, did you reserve this? Because I asked the concierge, and he said you didn't have to reserve it. And they're like, well, no, but
I specifically said it's first come, first serve.
Yeah. And they're like, well, no. And I don't do confrontation, and I don't want to stay.
And I love it.
I don't want to stay in a space that's like got negative energy and like we're going to do our thing all day. Like, I think that we're much happier here.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, well, you had a great day.
Yeah. She was so.
I was so nice. I was like,
and
okay,
she
it's
just
time
walked.
to leave. I was like, you have a great day.
And I'm standing here. I'm like,
But I kill him with kindness. Like,
she does.
I just, like, what can they say? Like, they came up there, they tried to sit there, and then they said, have a good day.
right. How are you going to bitch about that?
Exactly.
But it was just, he was so
He was so rude.
And so then I'm like, if we were with our dudes, like, would they act like that? If I was like, hey, babe, go upstairs and save these 8 chairs, we're going to have a team meeting up here. No, they would never act like that.
Never.
And the worst part...
And like I don't know if she was his wife or his sister or whatever,
don't know.
but she was like behind him, like...
The cheerleader. Like, yeah, baby,
she was
get him,
like,
be mean.
Yeah, tell him. And we're just like, oh, rawr, okay.
And then you do it in front of your kids. Making your kids think...
Just rotten.
A, that's acceptable. B, you act like you're better than us. Because people
like, mind
think
you,
we're kids.
These kids are adults. Yeah, people think that we're kids. I got asked on the plane.
You?
I went to sit in the emergency exit row yesterday, and she looked at me and she said, "Are you over 15?"
She's not lying. And she was dead serious.
I don't think
Serious.
I've ever blank stared someone so much. And I was like, I'm 28. And she was like, oh, okay. And I'm like, I'll appreciate it later in life. And I was like, I literally just get asked if I was 15. I think it was because you looked at me before I sat and you're like, do you want to sit there?
Oh,
thought
like
you were
I'm her
my
mom or something. Yeah. Yeah, and I can totally see that. It's just that I wanted to sit in that row too, but I wanted a window seat,
Yeah,
and
there
she
wasn't a
likes the
window.
aisle seat, so that's why I'm like, there's an exit aisle seat, so I just assumed, I'm like, do you want that? And then I was just going to sit behind her.
After I went to sit and she's like, are you over 15?
Oh, God, anyway. Oh, it was funny.
Sit with
So
Angela.
people just assume that we're kids, and like people judge a book by its cover, and that's something my parents taught me. I don't feel like
Don't
either
do
of us. We don't. Like, you
No.
never know. Amanda Dairy. That's Dairy.
I know. Oh my God. Like, okay, so,
Wait, can you see yourself?
yeah.
You can?
So in high school,
just wanna make
I
sure.
had a teacher, he was a history teacher. He called us all by our last names. So, Derry, I walked up to him one day, he's like, now I don't want to say this in front of everybody else, and he was really Southern. But I don't want to say this in front of everybody else, but did you know that your name is Derry, and you black cows, and you don't eat meat? I was like,
No shit.
yes, Coach Spears, I'm very aware. Thank you.
Like Britney Spears?
Yes, but
Hit me, baby, one time.
like a dude who's not Britney Spears. Britney Spears is my history teacher in high school.
Well, you went to school with Taylor Swift, so you know.
Yeah.
Maybe
did.
Britney Spears, like,
Maybe she
was there too.
Right. She was teaching.
Bless her heart.
I feel like.
Yeah,
this
Britney Spears
pillow-
is like my age, not your age. Okay, so back to our story.
Are we still talking about the people upstairs?
Yeah, so it just, but we don't let negative people ruin our day.
No.
No. So we vent about it, and then we talk about it, and we talked about it for like 20 minutes as we walked around to try to find the best space for our day. And we love where we ended up.
Mm-hmm.
We love the team of people taking care of us.
Andre,
And
this is a good spot.
Yeah, it's good. So we have experienced things going on with the brand here.
Experience things?
Does your glass even have the...
No.
No.
I think because these are plastic, it
Yeah.
probably doesn't stay on very well. Did you know that you have to have plastic? What'd you just do? You have to have plastic glassware around a pool because you can't.
It's a law or
It's a
something.
liability if it gets in the pool and it breaks if it's glass. So you can't have glass around the pool.
It's really bad.
Fun fact. I feel like there's a hair.
And you shouldn't have beer bottles around pools either, because when you get on your John Deere green and mow your grass and you run over a beer bottle, it ruins your John Deere tractor. And I know
There's
that.
no grass here.
No, I'm not talking about here. We
Oh,
did
okay.
a destination wedding somewhere, and they had it in their policies that you could not have bottled beer. And to that client, there was like no negotiation. It was like they had to have bottled beer. They basically were like redneck country people where I grew up who had come into new money. So it was
That sounds like a canned beer situation.
they wanted bottles.
Ugh.
And the venue actually wrote an amendment and let them do it. And I think they did it, well, they told me they did it because they're like, oh, we trust you, Angela.
Did someone get
Oh my
glass in
God,
the pool?
y'all. Listen, it don't matter how much money you have, where you came from, what social class you are. When you involve a lot of alcohol and drugs, you
Shit's about
can't
to go down.
take the redneck and the white trash out of
the
country
people.
You just can't, okay? I love my country people, okay? I'm not saying anything bad about you. I'm just saying that you know what I'm talking about, okay?
No, but it's true. It's like people. Oh, sorry. People think that there's no rules at weddings. It's like they drink
They
a little
lose
bit
their
and then they
mind.
lose their minds. It's like
Literally.
they think that the
They
rules
become
of the
invincible.
world don't exist.
Yeah. Damn those orange people.
Do you remember that guy at Skirmahorn
Who was on the ground?
Yes, like we like walked him back to the back and like laid him down.
Yeah, and then a girl was laying down and I tripped over her because she was in our vendor room
That
passed
was
out.
a crazy one. And there's so many drunk people.
Yeah.
But I think it's because it was Catholic
Yeah, Catholics drink a lot.
and they started drinking at like 1 in the afternoon.
Yeah, because they had to get married. Well,
Like,
yeah, the
all
wedding
of-
was at
all
1.
of the guests.
Yeah.
Like not just the wedding party. Like that's normal for people to start drinking at like 9 a.m. or whatever. But all of the guests were
Now we
drinking
don't,
since 1
but
a.m.
we
1 p.m.
we don't recommend it.
No, but
People
it happens.
just do it. This is just
And
real
like there
life.
were people drunk like under the bar.
Oh my
Like
God!
oh my-
Upstairs on the top floor.
upstairs. I mean, they were telling us that like and this was crazy too. They were letting the guests like just serve themselves.
And these
Like, what the
people
F?
are very wealthy. And so I think because they have like prestige businesses and prestige jobs, like I'm talking like surgeons that save people's lives here. Smart fuckers. Oh my God. I think it's actually their friends. They never acted like that.
No. And that's usually what it is. Like it's never
It
the
is.
client.
It's never the client. Let's just be real. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
But the client does give us a heads up.
Sometimes.
And sometimes
I
they
mean,
give us pictures.
we didn't get a heads up when they were doing lines of cocaine in the bathroom. So.
Which that was a different event.
It was.
So it wasn't a symphony because we mentioned the venue. We're
Or
not
maybe
going to
it
mention
was
the
and
venue.
we didn't just see it. I don't know.
Yeah, we didn't see it there. I've never seen anyone doing coke at Skirmahorn.
Doesn't mean it hasn't happened.
But there's cameras everywhere. And Alan, we love you. Like, the security there is top notch, and I feel very safe there. I went to the symphony for the first time as a real person
Wow.
a few weeks ago. Like, I bought tickets
actually go to
online,
the symphony.
like a normal person.
Like a normal person.
And then Loverboy was with me, and he's like, why don't you just, like, go through the back door? And, like, why are you, like... Which I kind of
Because
tried.
it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, I'm like, he's like, why don't you just call the people you know? I'm like, because then you have to, like, talk to them, and, like, we just don't have time. Like, we were in a big time crunch.
And then you don't get like, I mean, that's nice and everything. And like, I grew up in the music industry. Like, I'm so used to going through back doors.
Yeah, but
But it's like, it's
You don't
cool
always have
to
to-
experience it
Yeah.
like, actually as it would be.
it is. Like,
So-
like a normal person.
Like a normal, not that we're not normal. We're very, very normal.
Yeah, we were very normal. It's just, okay, event people, planners, you know, designers, you know, when you load in the loading docks and you see the back of the house, you know the back of the house. So in the front of the house, when I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah, like actually set up for an event. Like,
Yeah,
what'd
like
you
I
think?
can't remember what the elevator codes are. And then I had to go back in the day and I'm like, remember the acronyms I came up with on the elevator? Okay, y'all.
I do remember.
We were so off on a tangent
I
right
always
now.
love when I tell interns this and they're like,
What? So the elevator is the most confusing elevator you've ever seen in your life, okay?
because it goes both directions.
And like forward, back room, and there's like, I would say 20 buttons,
There's a lot.
and each button is like OT, BT, and like there's different
and, like,
floors, and it means
W and
like fuck women. Okay, wait, was that the acronym?
that was an acronym.
That was an
But
acronym.
it stands for, what does it say? Founders West or something?
Yes, that's what it stands
But
for. But how we remember it in my head
where
is
we
a
remember
rap
where
song.
the guys and the girls are.
Exactly. Oh, that's right. That was
Yeah.
the whole point.
Yeah.
That's why I don't mean fuck women. I mean we're women,
She
right?
means,
Like I don't mean like that.
that helps her and us. And it is
Fuck
nothing
the rude
derogatory.
bridesmaids. Fuck women who are rude. That's the whole reason I came up with it is because mean bridesmaids.
But it's just to remember that like that's the floor that the girls are on.
Right. But if you're a bridesmaid in a wedding, like it's about her. It's about the bride. Don't make it about you.
And if you see this, like this is not towards anyone. Like
No,
we love
no
all
one.
of you.
No, we do. We're just being real. Like, don't be selfish.
It just helps us remember.
What were the guys? Remember?
So just
Men, it's MS. Men suck. I think
I
it
want
was.
to know how other planners remember this stuff.
Yeah, I agree. Let us know. Like, and yes, people. It's on the front. It's on the page. It's on a page in our like 50 fucking page timeline sometimes for like new people and interns. But like we work at this venue a lot. It's one of our favorite venues, and so there's like 3 or 4 venues in our hometown.
Air-conditioned.
Yeah, we take over the whole building. They let us do what we want, as long as we're not doing anything that would like harm the building or put people in danger. And so it's good to like remember these things and like know these things. I mean, that's the whole reason we implemented radios, is because it's a concrete building. Cell phones don't work there. Okay, so back to our story here. So we walked around and we landed on this one.
On this spot.
Yep.
Right.
And a few things happen. It takes us a little bit of time to get going because it's like there's just so many distractions, right? So it's like first we had a little bit of ants. Now we're outdoors in like a freaking jungle over here, so I get it. And I'm not saying there's ants at this resort because it's we love this property.
I mean,
we love this brand.
There's just ants on the plant. It was just
Right, not our food or
on a
anything.
leaf. That frog is so
Okay, so then we have a baby frog over here.
It's so cute.
Then we have lizards, geckos with curly tails. Yesterday we had tree branches falling in the middle of nowhere. I was looking for the monkeys.
Snail.
Oh my God, the big ass snail.
It was actually kind of cute.
Yeah, it is.
Can't lie.
I mean, all these
Got
little
some
life, nature of creatures are cute. So
Except for the lizards. I can't get on board with that.
I don't like any reptiles, period, the end.
No.
But then we were gonna set up, oh fuck me, we were gonna set up over here. And then our food came. So you're getting the behind the scenes. But the point of the story is, A, do not let rude, negative people ruin your day. There is a YouTube video that I did in Cabo that is private, unlisted. But it's a meditation, it's a guided meditation. Someone sent it to me as like an inspiration, and then you and Aja were like, you should do that. So I did, and I listened to it.
She actually got up early to do it.
So early. I'm talking like
with
sunrise.
the sunrise.
It was like before 5 a.m. And we had to fly out that day too. So, and it was windier than you could ever imagine, and I did not have these mics back then.
No.
So there's wind in the background, but it's just funny because it's like so calm and so zen. And then when you watch the behind the scenes at the end of the video, it's like what was really happening. I was like, ah! Like,
Yeah.
because it was like everything was blowing around.
Tell them what the name of the meditation is called.
Well, I say the word fuck a lot.
It's called Fuck That.
Yeah, fuck that. So like, fuck negative people, fuck their negative energy.
Brian, she's working on it. She is.
I know.
She's trying.
My travel husband, for y'all, it's so sweet for his birthday.
Thank you.
He's like, okay, Ange, there's a few things I need from you for my birthday. And I'm like, okay, what's that? And he's like, so the first thing is you have to get a cell phone float. Yeah, what the hell?
Mine's doing the same thing.
Our skin. So every person is getting a float that is like their personality, basically. And he's like, and I want you to bring the drone and like get one of those, like Fire Festival.
Oh my gosh.
Shots where they were like filming the commercial and shit.
Yeah.
With the drone coming up and down, and then my drone got confiscated, but he did go and get it for me, so it's a different story. But
It's a whole other story.
yeah, so he's like, order this cell phone float, which I do need to order the float. I haven't done that yet. It's like on my list. It's like a mile long of shit things to do. And but I love creating content. Like I would just rather do that, nothing else.
Yes, but his wish for his birthday is
Oh,
that
yes.
she does not curse, and I promise I'm trying to be a good influence.
Yeah, but it's just who I am. And there's a hair in my Chipotle mayonnaise.
Might be my.
It's okay. No, my hair y'all my first bite,
Sorry.
my hair was in there.
Sorry. There's some wind. It's possible. That was a bug.
Anyway,
Like a gnat.
ugh,
They always find you.
they do. If there's one in a restaurant, they always find me. But yeah, Brian, we're working on it. So here we are in the Bahamas, and we're gonna start an intro now, like a real intro of like why we're doing this. Oh, let's talk about sex, baby.
God.
Have you heard of what's Karma Sutra?
Oh my God, in tantric yoga,
Oh my God, y'all.
Angela's got some stories to share.
But you don't know these things either, right?
I knew what tantric was. I did, but I'm a little more crunchy granola than you.
You are. I'm a prissy princess.
Never done it.
Not really.
I can be a little prissy too, but I'm a good mix.
She's a prissy granola.
I am.
But like a
I've
sweet,
created
cute
my own
granola.
Granola brand.
And I'm not like that princess. Like I'm just not very domesticated about certain things. Okay, so pick a card, any card.
Oh my God.
Y'all, in India, this guy out, he was an illusionist, and he like read our minds. It blew my mind anyway. Why are these questions
What
so
is
bad?
it? What is it? Do I want to answer this?
What is your most embarrassing puberty-related story? Okay, y'all, when I was, I guess that this happens like when you're 13, 14, 15, like no one ever, okay, first off, I was cheerleader, I did gymnastics. I was never in history class or science, ever, okay? So I didn't learn like normal things. So when we were talking about like these sex things with Karma Sutra and Tantric.
They don't teach you that in school.
Oh, but in India, it's
India,
an art.
they might, I don't know.
And so, but no, they do, because Maggie Kate, one of my nieces recently, I was like,
they teach that in school?
oh my God, I embarrassed the shit out of her when I was homeschooling one day, and I'm like, okay, 3 hours, and then I video, like your top takeaway for what you learned or whatever, and she's like, she wouldn't look me in the eye, and I'm like, what did you learn today? She goes, we're learning about the birds and the bees. I'm like, what does that mean? She goes, about...
Yeah, but that's not about tantric sex.
I know, but
Tantric
anyway,
yoga.
it's just, I guess it is science. Gunjan taught me that.
You do learn about,
in India.
reproduction in school.
Wait, how do we start talking about this?
Oh, this question about puberty.
Oh yeah. Anyway, I didn't understand. I didn't know what puberty was. Like I didn't know that I was going through it, so I couldn't even tell. Like I could not answer.
I
this
couldn't tell
question.
you either.
In 6th grade, people called me Dolly Parton, and like because I had such big boobs. They did.
Kids are so mean.
Well, I liked it. I was like,
Okay.
ooh, bring it on,
Oh,
shake
wow.
my titties.
I
Yeah,
had
I
a
didn't
Dolly
care.
Parton themed birthday party one time.
How old are you?
13.
Okay.
We blew up balloons and we had a fashion show.
Did you put them here for big boobs? Oh
Yeah.
my God, I love it.
That's what we did it
And you
for.
were 13?
Yeah, because
wow,
Dolly
that's
Parton
young.
and I have the same birthday.
She's so cute.
So that's why I had a Dolly Parton themed birthday party.
I love her. Okay, let's do another question.
Okay, I don't like that
I don't
one.
like that either. Okay. Oh my
That
God,
one
this is
was
terrible.
Oh my God.
Actually, I'll reframe. Okay, so right now I'm listening to this book with my lover boy, and we're both on a chapter, which I've already done the book, I've already done these exercises, but it's always good to go back and do it again, especially with someone like that you want to see actually like learn and grow. And so, not that I want everyone to learn and grow. Let me just clarify. Okay. And one of the ways that you can maximize your time, like the older you get, the more life experience you get, there's exercises that teach you how to write your eulogy. So what do you want people to say about you when you die? Like, are they going to stand up and say, I had 0 emails in my inbox, or I paid all my bills on time? Or, it's like, that's not what people get up and say. And it's like we focus on the wrong things in life sometimes, like our energy and our time. And so if you really just focus on the 1 or 2 things that you want to be known for, that make you feel good, that fulfill you while you're doing a passion, then when you die, like, you're happy, and it's like, you're fulfilled. So the question is, if you could choose a way to die, what would it be?
Oh my God.
I'm not lying, y'all. That's the question, and I will answer it after you answer it.
I mean, this sounds really boring and predictable, but like I would just want to like, after like a good long life, just like peacefully, like
Yeah.
in my sleep or something.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, what a morbid question.
Right? But it gives you something to think about, because no one ever asked me the question until I was like 30, why are you doing all of this? Why are you working so hard? Why are you saying yes to all these opportunities? Why are you taking on so many events? Why are you helping so many people? Like, why are you doing all of this?
Yeah, like I would want to be able to go to sleep and like if I were to look back on my life, like be so happy about all the memories I've made, all the people that I've met and that like I love that are part of my life, like, and just know that like I have, even if it's a small one, even if it's like so little and it's just to like a small amount of people, that I have made some good impact on this world. Like that's all that I need. Like I don't like
you don't need a bunch. You don't need thousands of people. That's not
like
what
if I
it's
could
about.
just like, if it was peaceful like that, like what a weird question.
I know. Like the other questions that I had with other people before were like really funny, like about farting and things like that, not dying in puberty.
We're gonna find a different question at some point.
Okay, anyway. Okay, so fast forward, tune in to our next episode where we're gonna kick off Bahamas.
Welcome
to the Bahamas. Okay.
That's it for this week's episode of Business Unveiled. Now that you have all the tools that you need to conquer the world and GSD, get shit done, would you share this with your friends and fellow business leaders? One thing that would really, really help us and help new listeners is for you to rate the show and leave a comment in Apple Podcast, Spotify, Stitcher, or wherever you tune in and listen to Business Unveiled. You can check out the show notes at angelaprofit.com/podcast and link up with us on social media so you can share your biggest insights. And I want to know your aha moments. Until next week, remember, the profitable shifts and structures you're creating in your business help you be more present in your life. So get out there and GSD.